Hi, Danish. So, welcome. How are you?
Thank you so much. Completely fine. Tuesday, how are you doing? It's been
Uh,
a
uh,
very long time to connect the
yes,
last.
yes. Oh, more than a year. More than a year. I was checking.
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. Okay. So, Danish, starting with, uh, how did you get into Taekwondo?
Okay, so I guess we have shared this still last time.
Yes,
Okay, so shall we start from the beginning?
yes. Absolutely.
It's just I just started it from the very early age. Like I was in like sixth to seventh standard. So I was a huge fan of the Chinese movies, as even I have told you before during the last interview. I used to watch movies of Bruce Lee, Jackie Chan, and all. And at some point, I would tell, I was just playing cricket around in my local ground, and वहां से ही एक वो ball चली गई थी एक जगह पे, and when I discovered that place to get the ball back, वहां पे I saw some people like throwing punches and kicks. So that amazed me, and that was my first appearance in the real life. That watching the things which I used to watch on the movies, watching that happening before my eyes, that was so like very touchy. And मैंने ball फेंकी, but I didn't went back to my team जो हम खेल रहे थे उस time पे.
Okay.
So,
Uh,
but this is how it started actually.
okay. So, so for my understanding, that was a martial art class that was happening, and that attracted you.
Exactly, a journal terminology for it, a martial art class.
हाँ a martial art class हो रही थी and you liked what you saw and
Yes, yes.
you were immediately drawn and you were immediately attracted to uh, martial arts and then you thought of joining those martial
Yes.
art classes. Okay, so how old were you when this particular incident happened?
I was around like 13 years old.
Okay, so and how old are you now?
I'm 25,
Okay, so
running
12
into
years.
26.
Okay,
Yes.
so almost 12 to 13 years. So how has been your journey in Taekwondo in these 13 years? So tell me right from the time you started learning the basics of Taekwondo to the time you became a proper Taekwondo athlete.
My journey in Taekwondo started from 2011, basically, when I first participated in a school games event that took place in the Srinagar district in my like Kashmir province. So I participated in the school games event where I firstly scored my first maiden bronze medal in the divisional level. So from that, I started playing Taekwondo at the school level, and then I went into the competitions of association level. Like I used to play in the state championships, district championships. But 2013 is the year when I made myself understand that I just want to excel in this sport only, Taekwondo, which I found very like I was trained in boxing, I was trained in Taekwondo, I was training in multiple like combat sports before, but I found my interest only in Taekwondo, and since 2013 I took part in every district, state, and national level events.
So did you have any personal coach who trained you when you were a kid? And is that
Yes,
personal coach
yes.
still
There
helping you out?
Yes, there were two quotes. I would like to name them. First one is Sajid Ashraf. He was my first coach who introduced me basically to this combat arts, and then after I went to train under Ashfaq Ahmed. Both are the coaches from Kashmir. Very phenomenal coach. They were very good, and still they are good. They are at their best right now also. So these two coaches have really helped me to like grow myself in this taekwondo.
So do you still coach under them?
Now the coach has changed, like when I qualified for the national championships, So there we met the state chief coach, Master Atul Pangotra. I have shared his details with you as well in our last interview. And there is one more coach with whom I am currently in training. His name is Master Sarabjit Singh. He's from Chandigarh. So I'm currently in Chandigarh right now training under him.
Acha, so you are right now not in Kashmir, but in
No, I'm
Chandigarh.
not in Kashmir. I'm in camp. I'm at Chandigarh right now.
Oh, that is nice. Okay, so how is your camp going on?
The camp is going good according to the plan.
Okay, so Danish, tell me to the people who are not so familiar with the Taekwondo scenario in India, how is India performing at Taekwondo? How many athletes are there at your level? How many female athletes are there playing Taekwondo? What are the tournaments that happen? And just overall explain the scenario of Taekwondo in India.
Yeah, sure. The scenario in India is in Taekwondo mainly. It's completely a bit confusing right now because
Okay,
uh, we are facing the issue of having multiple national federations in India. One federation is unfortunately affiliated to World Taekwondo, but not affiliated to Government of India. And one federation is affiliated to Government of India, but not being affiliated to World Taekwondo and the Asian body of Taekwondo.
okay,
So it's quite confusing. And if as a player, if somebody's asking me which federations national are you playing, I'm completely confused in answering in this because if I'll play the federation's national which is being affiliated to government of India, I'll secure my gold medal for example, and then what? I'll be not able to participate in the world championship because that world championship, the selection is under the under the another federation who are affiliated to world body and the Asian body. So this is quite depressing for athletes as well as for the coach.
okay. All right. So, Danish, in our last interview, something very interesting we discussed that there was a point in the time when you were not having enough funds to participate in competitions, and you used social media and particularly the Coup platform to raise
Exactly.
funds. Tell us the story about that. Uh, what made you to reach out to a platform like Coup and उनसे आपको कैसे मदद मिली? Just tell us that story.
Actually, I'm using Coup from past 2 years, I guess, since it's been like live on the social marketing applications. So Twitter is mainly be used around the world right now.
Yes.
But Coup is a platform. I would say it connects us with the Indian citizens.
Okay. Mhm.
Mostly, it connects with the Indian citizens.
Okay.
So
Mhm.
I was basically preparing for the Israel Open, which is having a rank for G2 World Olympic ranking
Okay.
events, which
Mhm.
is one of the finest events if you are competing at such level. I was training for that, and everything was done. But unfortunately, we as the athletes of Taekwondo India, we face this sponsorship issues.
Okay.
The reason behind it is basically India in Taekwondo has never qualified for the Olympics. We are
All right.
having just one medal at Asian Games, and that too was like 20 years back.
Mhm. Okay.
Surinder Bandari sir is
Mhm.
the athlete who is the only medalist of Asian Games in Taekwondo style from
Okay.
India till
Mhm.
date.
Okay.
This is the main reason why like this sponsorship is lacking in Taekwondo.
Mhm. Okay.
But
So
there are
you were
some
also having,
organizations.
so you were also facing that sponsorship ka
I was
problem.
exactly. I was also
Mhm.
facing and coming from the background of Kashmir, which is not
Mhm.
having so much avenues in terms of sponsorships. So it
Exactly.
was very tough for me. But I made the coup. I made a tweet on the coup, and that reached out to some of the organization. And there is one organization, Health Foundation, that is a local organization of Kashmir. So I connected with them. They sponsored my Israel Open, where I competed for Team India.
Okay.
So this is
So,
how I like approached via Coup, and Coup has helped and eventually played a very vital role for that sponsorship. And you also like were the witness for that event as well.
Yes, so I also came to know it is really good. Like people just waste their time on social media, and then the stories like you, because of stories like you, people will know that how social media can help in in solving their day-to-day problem. Okay, so in 2021 at a tournament, Toki Memorial Open, you were adjudged
Yes.
the best male athlete. Tell
Yes,
us
yes.
about your experience about that.
It was a national based promotional events, like there are some leagues, some events at national level where best of the best athletes can are participating to like boost up their skills. So this was basically organized by the Toki Taekwondo Club that is based in Chandigarh even. And Master Sarabjit is the founder of the Toki Taekwondo Club, and he was like main organizer of the event. So the event showcased many like senior athletes. So I participated. I did my best, and the result was like for me that was a very surprising because I qualified for the finals but couldn't play because of the injuries. But my three matches were because of the judges. That was phenomenal for them. So they named me as the best male athlete of the tournament.
That is nice. So you were also the brand ambassador of the Fit India movement, right?
Yes.
And
Yes.
how did that happen?
I guess there were some applications like which Fit India were seeking from the athletes, international athletes,
Okay.
and I submitted the application. And after a few days, I came to know like a mail was popping up in my email from the director of Fit India that you have been
Okay.
appointed as the Fit India ambassador for the Fit
Okay.
India movement. And
Hmm.
that was a very like a good gesture for me as an athlete because we sports players or athletes, we are like, I guess, the true ambassadors for the fitness industries.
Yes.
Because you know how our schedule, we go training each day, there is no day
Yes.
off except the
Yes.
like when your coach tells you to stay off.
Sure.
So, and
Hmm.
we like, I guess, our junior athletes are watching us each day, each passing day. They are seeking that, that motivation from us. Even our families are watching us, our neighborhood, our friends are watching us. So, serving as the Fit India ambassador was a completed dream true moment because our prime minister has initiated this moment, and this moment somehow it like it went viral, and at the very same time it made a very positive change within the whole country,
Okay.
literally, because each and every individual joined this movement. I don't think that you yourself have joined this movement at some
Yes.
point of time in these
Yes.
2 3 years, because these
Yes.
COVID years were completely typical for each of the individual from India.
Yes.
We were locked up and there was no avenue going out to get into the indoor activities. Even though taekwondo is an indoor activity, but I used to train at home, and the motivation came from this movement as well.
Okay. So fitness of a athlete is different, and fitness of a common man is different. So,
Yes.
but so what, according to you, should a common man do to achieve some basic level of fitness in his or her life?
There is this guy on Instagram, he's very famous these days, Ankit Bayanpuria, who done that 75 days hard challenge, but he completed doing the 150 days, and that is very like, I have a big respect for that person. So he showed us something which is which a common person should at least understand.
Okay.
Consistency. If you are training for 5 minutes each day, but what matters there, that is your consistency. If you are training every day, every single day, for even for 5 minutes only, that can save you. That can save your life. Literally, that can save your life. That can contribute a very good to your fitness goals, because consistency is the key to each and every fitness individual. If you are training for 1 hour and on the next day you are taking off, and the other next day you are training for 2 hours, that won't count.
So consistency, even if for 5 to 10 minutes, is
Yes,
enough
but
to.
exactly, consistency. You train, eat, sleep, repeat. This is the key.
Ah,
Work,
that is nice.
train, eat, sleep, repeat, and repeat.
Okay. So now coming back to your Taekwondo journey, could you tell us what your day-to-day routine is like? How do you practice? How do you warm up for your events? And what is your routine?
Our
How you
our
start?
our morning session begins with the strengthening and mobility exercises because it's winters now, so we can't lift more weights in this
Okay.
harsh winter, and the
Oh.
winter is like getting harsh these now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So in the morning routine, we go for the strengthening training and for the mobility exercise specific, and in the evening we do some stretching stuff, and we do some explosive exercises that is very good for to boost up the stamina. And after that we go for the regular training sessions for taekwondo like kicking, padding, and we go for the kirgi, which is the sparring fighting session. So this is
Okay.
our routine basically.
So,
And
so how many?
there is a very strict rule for this diet plan as well, which we are following gradually because our body has to adapt things like
Uh,
when you switch into some different training, when you are on weight cut, so you have to
okay.
follow that routine as well.
Okay. So how many hours do you spend training every day?
Now, honestly speaking, it's like 3 to 4. But if we get close to the like competition time, so it would switch into this 6 hours.
So, uh, to again switching back to the taekwondo scenario in India. Now, as you have highlighted that there is a lack of funding in taekwondo, lack of sponsorship in taekwondo. So, just wanted to know, as a taekwondo athlete, what can be done so that this sport, particularly taekwondo, starts growing, and what can be done to improve the situation?
There is a surprising news I would like to tell you. My current sponsor is from Bulgaria.
Okay, that is
There
interesting.
is this Fight Scout application, which is
Mhm.
one of the leading applications or like the world right now. That application plays a very vital role in promoting a fighter, in promoting a coach to connect around the world in terms of like fighters with managers, with promotional organizations like ONE FC, UFC, and like BKFC. So that the founder of the application is Lobimar. He is himself a greatest martial artist of this era.
Okay,
So they signed me for 1 year
okay.
to
Mhm.
understand my point of existence in this combat sport taekwondo. So I guess if in India, if this sponsored campaigns are running for the athletes who are aspiring for the Olympics, who are aspiring to represent the country at Olympic level, there should be an equal amount of understanding for each and every Olympic sport, equal
Okay,
amount of understanding, equal amount of recognition.
okay.
Because नीरज चोपड़ा जब का मेडल जब से आया तब जाके वी आर रिकॉग्नाइजिंग जेवलिन
Traveling, yes. Mhm.
उससे पहले हम जेवलिन को नहीं रिकॉग्नाइज
Yeah.
उतना ज्यादा करते थे।
हाँ,
तो लेकिन अगर हम उसकी जर्नी की बात करें उस पे एक अच्छा खासा अमाउंट ऑफ फंड स्पेंड किया गया था, जिसकी वजह से ही पार्टिसिपेटेड, ही like he made himself able to qualify for the Olympics and to grab the opportunity to finish at the top level.
yes, exactly. एक
So
बहुत एफर्ट
funding
लगा.
is exactly, funding
हम्म.
is there. Government has to understand that if we wish to clinch a medal in taekwondo sport, we have to properly fund the team, properly fund the individuals who are enough able to compete at the world level. I'm not asking that you support each and every single athlete, but if there are 2 to 3 athletes, right now we have the athletes from India. Aman Kadyan is there. He is completely phenomenal. He has a rank of world 25. He's under 25 world ranking right now. There is this female athlete, Marguerite Maria Regi. She is completely phenomenal. There is this Latika Bandari. She has been inspirational for whole of the athletes from India. There is this athlete Rodali. She's also having a good rank around the world. So these are the athletes government should focus on these first. We are too competing, we are too pushing ourselves. But this is how a bridge can be like built between the athletes, Indian Taekwondo athletes, and to the government. And then the result can be like surely can be inspirational for the whole Indian Taekwondo fraternity as well as for the government of India, because funding is necessary. If you are not funding the athletes, they won't able to showcase their proper like talent. We require the nutritional support, we require the medical support, we do require, because it's combat sports, injuries are
Yes,
oftenly like happening
yes.
in with us. So we
Mm.
do require these like type of training, we require some special camps in other countries. If you want to be the best, you have to train with the best.
Exactly.
Then only you
Very
can
good
achieve,
point.
your mind and body can achieve that diversity to compete at
Mm.
the global stage, because you are representing the 130 crore people. You are not representing only the small nation. It's a very big nation, so it's a very huge responsibility for all of us.
Okay. So, which countries internationally are doing really well in Taekwondo?
South Korea is clinching all time the first spot, and then there is Iran, there is Turkey,
Okay.
there is Chinese
Okay.
Taipei, there is
Okay.
Great Britain team, there is
Mm.
Belgium,
Mm.
there is Jordan,
Mm. Okay.
and
So,
the most emerging Taekwondo
mm.
team, there is Afghanistan.
Oh, interesting.
Yes,
Okay. So,
Afghanistan is having two Olympic bronze medals in Taekwondo so far. I know.
very interesting. Okay. So, you have told me the names of these few countries who are excelling in Taekwondo. So, what can
Yes,
India learn? Indian Taekwondo, Indian Taekwondo can learn so that it can grow and it can strengthen itself from these
only
countries.
two
What these
ways.
countries are
Only
doing?
two. Yes, only two ways I would like to suggest. First
Hmm.
one is to end the dispute between the federations and to
Okay.
make one federation so that
Hmm.
everyone can play under one emblem.
Okay.
First thing, and
Hmm.
the other thing, you should be not that selfish to fight for the chair. You should be selfish to fight for the athletes, to fight for their rights, to fight for their like future.
So you were
Only these
recently
two things.
okay. You were recently in South Korea for an event.
Yes,
What was that?
yes. That event was the first historic event which was ever being organized by the Korean Taekwondo Association under the emblem of World Taekwondo, and that served as G4, which is equivalent to Asian Championship.
Okay. Hmm.
So, and there is the story behind this. I was not able to participate first because of I got rejected with my visa. And you might have you might have heard the name of Dr. Shah Faisal, the IAS topper from Kashmir.
Yes.
So he is the person who helped me with the embassy of Republic Korea and India officials.
Okay. Okay.
So they helped me to like secure the visa for that, and I'm highly thankful to him. If he watched this interview, I'm extremely thankful to you, sir, for
Sure.
supporting me that time. It was only possible for you, because of you, that made my participation possible. So I participated in that event, and we finished fifth. Like we lost in the quarterfinals. Me and my teammate Hashim Majid was also present in
Okay.
that event. So
Hmm.
he got some severe injuries in his going, and the doctors doctor didn't allow us to continue the fight after. So, but the experience was completely different. The competition scenario was completely different. They used some a new scoring system there, so it was really a wonderful moment for us, because you experience things with this. The event was completely phenomenal, and it was a historic event. It was really an honor for me to represent India at this historic event.
Okay. So if I ask you, Danish, what as a Taekwondo athlete from India, what is your ultimate dream? What would be the answer to this question? What is your ultimate dream?
Sir, nowadays we are having enough national medalists. Nowadays we are having enough international medalists, and now is the time to take India Taekwondo on the map of Olympics. So
Okay.
my dream, my
Hmm.
other athletes, other fellow mates' dreams is only to represent India at the Olympics. And we are honestly finding very competitive ways to reach that level. If someone is participating in the ranking events, it's just because to secure more points to get close to the table of Olympic qualifications. So the only motive behind our struggle is to take the Indian Taekwondo on the map of World Olympics.
Uh, what is the one thing that Taekwondo or the world of sports has taught you?
Never
That
give
has
up
taught
is a thing that everyone is having in his mind, but never stop
you.
dreaming is something which you should believe at least as an individual. You should
Okay.
never stop dreaming because it's hard. It's very hard to to like get into the professional sports and to like stay fit, stay healthy from mind and body. As an individual, you have to go through a lot to compete for yourself, for your dreams, for your country, for your team. So always I always learned this, that we should never stop dreaming. But this is something which everyone has to keep in this mind.
Okay. So finally, if I ask you a message from Danish Manzoor to young athletes out there who just want to play any sport, who want to become a professional in any sport. If they want to play taekwondo, yes, they can. If they want to pick up any sport, what is the message that Danish can give out to young kids out there so that they get inspired to play sports? And ultimately, your dream as an athlete, my dream as a sports content creator, as a sports writer, is one and the same, to make India
Yeah.
uh, a
Yes.
big sporting nation. So,
Yes.
what is your message to young people who will watch this video, who want to get inspired to become a top athlete?
It's just dream and have courage, enough courage uh, to prove yourself. Have dream and have enough courage to prove yourself by pushing yourself to that extent where you feel you are now able to make it true. So one should never stop learning. One should never stop adapting with the time, with the process, because each single day is a new challenge for you. Each single day is a new challenge. It could be very hard. It could be very slow. It depends. But what matters there, if you are standing there each single day, if you are getting up, if you are making yourself ready, if you are making yourself uh, like uh, enough able to understand that this each day can count for my success. And this is, I guess, this can play a very vital role in achieving the dream of representing the country at such level.
So, to finally, very inspiring words, very nice words. Thank you so much, Danish. Thank you so much for telling us our story, for spending the time. Your journey has been really inspiring. I hope many people uh, take a lot of inspiration from your journey. You work really hard. You're trying your level best to give your sport the recognition that it needs, that it requires. And I hope that one day that what you said in this interview, that your ultimate dream of winning a Olympic medal in Taekwondo does come true. And we are all here to support you in your journey
Thank you.
in every which way possible. All the best.
Thank
Uh,
you so much.
do
Thank you
do
so much.
do keep pushing yourself hard, and we hope and we pray that your dreams do come true.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me today. And it was really a beautiful conversation. And you always motivated me from
Uh,
the past till now.
yes,
You always
yes,
been there to support me. Thank you
yes.
so much.
Yes, and we will stay in touch and keep pushing yourself hard and keep dreaming big. As you have said, you have to keep on believing in our dreams, and that is
Yeah.
very important. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you
Have
so
a
much.
great day. Have a great day.
Thank you. Same to you. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.